Arsenal Fan TV. You know what? I've hardly even spoken much about the actual game today, which, listen, it was a vital 3 points today because we are still trying to get into those Champions League places.
Yeah, I'm glad for the 3 points, but there really is a big issue because of the whole protest and all that. And obviously, I'm glad with the 3 points, and I'm still hoping maybe just by some stroke of luck we can finish above Spurs. But to what Arsene Wenger said about the climate, like how it is in the stadium, I think that's wrong. That's cowardly, in my opinion. Because it's not our fault that you didn't buy an outfield player this summer. That's your problem. He has done a lot of things for the club. He's done a lot of positive things, but he's also done a lot of negative things. Sebastian Scalacci, for example. What's his name? Andre Santos.
Point to, you know what? We could point to any man. We could look at any manager and point to bad signings that they have made, couldn't we? I mean, yeah. I know we're all really disappointed with how the season's gone. What do you think he needs to do in the summer? Because I personally think that he will still be here. I don't think he will leave. He's always seen his contracts out to the end, he says. I don't think that anybody up there in the board would sack him. So, and listening to the fans today, I don't think the majority of fans would like to see him sacked either. You know, you'd have to say that there was a majority of the fans there today that were not happy with the protests that were in the ground, whether that's, you know, what it would be all around the country. But what does he have to do in the summer to get everybody back on side, do you think?
Well, I think I said a few weeks back that I'm not pro-Wenger, I'm not against Wenger, I'm pro-Arsenal. And I think it's very clear he has to buy some outfield players that become world-class outfield players. It's very obvious what he needs to do. He didn't do that last summer. And the point why I make with that is when he didn't do it last summer, we were the same squad that we were last season plus Peter Cech. We didn't win it last season, so how could he not sign him when I think we're going to win it this season? It's not going to happen unless Chelsea and Man City stepped up. And the funny thing is that they did. They did step up, but then Spurs and Leicester have played very well. So I'm thinking, imagine if that happened, as well as Man City and Chelsea playing well. Where would we be? 5th? And then with West Ham, maybe we could even finish 6th this season. Man United even. We have got so lucky. Like I agree with Curtin, we stay in Champions League for season after season, but we have to look at all the times when other teams that were around us, Liverpool when they fell away, Chelsea had their fall from grace as well, but then they came back and they've had another one again. Man United had their fall from grace. And then imagine if all those teams didn't do that, where would we be? Granted, we're the only team that has not come out of the top 4, but we're the only team that have all them that have not gone above 3rd. That's like it's positive and negatives, but you got to look at it as like, we have, over the last 5 years, I can't see we've gotten any worse, but we definitely haven't gotten any better. That's my main issue with us right now. And it's just really getting to me the fact that, like, as we all know, 12 years without a title, for what Arsenal, what we like to class as a prestige club, it's not good enough. It just isn't. So if we really want to kick on, outfield signings are a must, and a change in attitude. When people say time for change, for me, a change in attitude is an absolute must.
Big name, people are just going to say, oh, Wenger this. I love the man, what he's done for the club, but what he was trying to build, you have to admit he's failed. He put all these youngsters in, and he's put all these players in, and unfortunately, when Jules Graham left, he left them